Hello, my name is Kastina Morrison with the City of Red Wing. I'm here to bring to your attention the proper way to discard of old and unwanted pharmaceuticals. Recently, I conducted a small investigation where I uncovered a safer way that we can all get rid of our unwanted medications. Traditionally, as a quick means of eliminating drugs, patients and pharmacists have been instructed to flush all old and unwanted medication down the toilet. The problem arises once these medications reach our wastewater systems. With 45% of Americans taking at least one prescription drug, we flush away a constant flow of medication that continues to work even after it disappears down the drain. Let's talk to a local pharmacist on alternative methods to dispose of our unwanted drugs. We're here now with Mark Koda, a pharmacist at Corner Drug. Mark, what are the main problems people are having with getting rid of their unused medications?
Most time people think that flushing them down the toilet or putting them down the sink is the proper way to get rid of them, and that's really not what you should do because the water treatment plants can't filter out the medications. And you don't want people, getting some trace elements of medications into the system.
Exactly. And what would be a better solution than flushing them down the drains?
The best way to get rid of medications is to unused medications, to mix them with undesirable products like coffee grounds, cat litter, mix them together, put them in your garbage, because in the city of Red Wing, they incinerate all the garbage, so then everything just gets burned up. If you have narcotic medications or drugs that might be abusable, best thing to do with them is to crush them first and then mix them up. And then if you do have any type of maybe chemotherapeutic drugs that you want to get rid of, it's best to hang on to them and take them to the hazardous waste disposal that they have once or twice a year in Goodhue County.
Finally, let's talk to Public Works Environmental Engineer Bob Stark. I'm doing a small research project, if you will, on how Red Wing residents can more effectively dispose of their unused drugs and medications. What is the best way that the residents can do this?
The best way for just household quantities is to put them into your trash, and they'll be hauled to the incinerator here and burned and destroyed. Now there's a couple of things that you can do to make that even a safer proposition. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency recommends that you mix in materials that someone wouldn't want to ingest along with the drugs, coffee grounds, cat litter, if you will, sand, anything so that someone is less likely to dig through your garbage before it's picked up and try and get those medications. They also recommend that you would scratch off the name off your bottle before you put them out into the trash, just to keep things private. In the past, people have recommended that you take and flush these down your toilet or down the sink, and that's less desirable because they've detected these pharmaceuticals in a river that they believe are being discharged through people's wastewater system through the treatment plants. Most of these compounds are real active in small quantities, and we really don't know what's going to happen at the small concentrations, but like I had mentioned, they are detected in our rivers already, and that's a direct result of being discharged through the sewers. The incinerator will destroy them.
Is there anything else Red Wing residents should know about throwing away their pharmaceuticals?
Some pharmaceutical or drug stores have a program where you can take back unused medications and they'll destroy them properly. There is additional information. The Minnesota Pollution Control Agency does have a brochure that deals with this in pretty good detail. The website for that is www.pca.state.mn.us, and you can search through there and find all kinds of information about this topic.
Thank you so much, Bob, for helping me out with my research on how to throw away your pharmaceuticals. To reduce the waste of unwanted pharmaceuticals, here are some tips. Only purchase what you need. Why waste money on pharmaceuticals that just sit on the shelf and expire over time? Say no to samples if you are not going to use them. You only need to dispose of them later. Stop junk mail. Take your name off mailing lists so you don't receive free sample products, such as pain relievers, lotions, and shampoos. If you don't use them, then you will only need to dispose of them later. Visit www.des.nh.gov/ junk mail to find out how. Centralize all pharmaceuticals in one location. This may help to limit over-purchasing of products you already have. Look into soaps that are natural, with little to no perfumes and/or dyes. Also, talk to your pharmacy and ask about the Take It Back program, where you can safely dispose of unused pharmaceutical products. If they don't have the program, encourage them to start it. Don't ever flush any unwanted prescription drugs down the drain. Mixing these drugs with undesirable materials such as kitty litter, coffee grounds, or sawdust, and then placing them in a nondescript container will help reduce people going through the garbage in search of prescription drugs. This is the best solution, or you can ask your pharmacist about the Take It Back program. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kastina Morrison with the City of Red Wing.